I hid in a bathroom stall at work, kneeling on a tiled floor that smelled like lemon cleaner, whispering, I can't do this, while my phone buzzed with another urgent Slack. I thought weakness would ruin me. It didn't. It saved me. If you're juggling career stress and personal growth and feel like face planting, lean in. The thing you're trying to hide might be your way out. Hey, I'm Sarah. I make a living solving other people's problems, but I couldn't admit my own. According to the American Psychological Association's Stress in America survey, work consistently ranks as a top stressor for U.S. adults. No surprise, I was one of them, frozen, faking strong, slowly burning out. My core lesson? When I stopped treating weakness like a liability and started treating it like data, everything changed. It started on a Tuesday that felt like a final exam. Fluorescent lights, stale coffee. My manager slid a performance plan across the table. My chest clenched like a vice. The paper blurred. I heard two words that weren't said. You're failing. Rent was due. My mom's medical bills were stacking. And I was the reliable one, the friend who brings snacks to everyone's crisis but never admits when I'm starving. I made it to the bathroom, locked the door, and sank to the floor, cheek against cold tile just to feel grounded. My hands tingled. Shallow breath, that tight metallic taste of panic. I stared at my reflection later and thought, pretend you've got it. I dabbed concealer under my eyes, practiced a smile, walked back to my desk, and then my Slack pinged. Need 10 minutes? My cursor hovered. I almost lied. Instead, without permission from the voice in my head that said, be perfect, I typed, I'm overwhelmed. I need help prioritizing. My finger shook as I hit send. Felt like jumping off a cliff. Here's the plot twist. My manager didn't roll her eyes. She walked over, pulled a chair, and said, let's sort this. The relief flooded so fast I almost cried again. We whiteboarded. Killed 2 projects, paused another. She handed me a list, 3 must-dos. I felt weak, but the moment I said it out loud, I got help. That day, in that tiny act, I discovered the first truth. Weakness isn't a verdict. It's a signal. That night, I wrote 3 words on a sticky note. Say I'm not okay. The next morning, in the parking lot, I told my brother on the phone, I'm scared I'm going to blow this. He didn't fix it. He did something better. He said, okay, what's one thing you can do in the next 5 minutes? Oh, so I did 5 minutes of breathing in my car, then 5 minutes of writing what hurts, and 5 minutes emailing a mentor. 15 minutes. Tiny, almost embarrassing moves. But here's the second truth. Small honesty compounds faster than big bravado. I started a practice I call S.O.S, sensation, outcome, support. When I felt that hot wave of panic, I named the sensation. Tight throat, tunnel vision. I named the feared outcome. I'll miss a deadline and look incompetent. Then I named the support I needed. I need a 15-minute prioritization check. That script saved my job more than hustle ever did. It turned I'm weak into I have a process. A week later, the real cliffhanger. A senior exec asked me to present a project I knew wasn't ready. Old me would have pulled an all-nighter, faked confidence, and crashed. New me said, I'm concerned about quality with our current timeline. Here are 2 options to deliver excellence. We either narrow scope to A and B for Friday, or keep full scope and present next Wednesday. Which do you prefer? My heart hammered. The room paused. He chose the Wednesday. I walked out shaking and grinning. I'd used my weakness as leverage to set a boundary that served everyone. Tip time, woven into the mess. Name the wobble in real time. When stress spikes, don't negotiate with your brain. S.O.S. it. Sensation. Put your hand on your chest and say what you're feeling. Outcome feared. Write the headline your anxiety is screaming. Support needed. 1 concrete ask. Do this in under 90 seconds. It's a micro reset for your nervous system and your calendar. Adopt a 24-hour honesty policy. Within a day of any I'm underwater feeling, Tell one trusted person the unfiltered version. No disclaimers. I'm not okay, and I need help to rank my tasks. This is not weakness. It's an efficiency hack. People can't support the mask you wear. Build a minimum viable day. 3 non-negotiables even at your lowest. Sunlight on your face for 5 minutes, protein and water before coffee, and a 10-minute walk without your phone. You'll do more when you can, but never less than this. Weekdays still count. The chain stays unbroken. Script the ask. At work, try. To deliver X at quality, I need Y. Without Y, the risk is Z. Which trade-off do you prefer? Clear, calm, collaborative. You're not confessing failure. You're leading. Turn shame into signal. When you mess up, and you will, replace "Why am I like this?" with "What's this trying to teach me?" Then capture a one-line lesson in a notes app you review weekly. Patterns pop. Progress follows. The turnaround wasn't cinematic. It was boring and brave. I told my team when I was at capacity, I blocked 1 hour a week as scary hour to do the hard, honest thing first. The apology, the ask, the boundary. I read 2 pages a night from a book instead of doom scrolling. If you want a simple system to make tiny changes stick, I dropped a link in the description to my favorite takeaways from Atomic Habits. Not sponsored. Just what helped me stack wins when I felt weakest. 3 months in, I got asked to lead a cross-functional project. Not because I was the loudest, because I was the clearest. I'd become the person who names reality early and asks for the right support. That project shipped. My mom's health stabilized. I wasn't cured. I still have anxious mornings. But I don't hide in bathrooms anymore. I don't worship strong. I practice honest. Here's what I learned. The bullets I keep on a sticky note on my monitor. Weakness is a signal, not a sentence. Honesty is a speed cheat. Tiny, consistent acts beat massive, inconsistent effort. Boundaries aren't walls, they're guardrails for excellence. Shame hides, strength names. And because someone needs to hear this today, you don't earn rest by breaking. You earn strength by telling the truth before you shatter. Your cracks aren't proof you're broken, they're proof you're real. Ask for help. That's how teams and people work. If this hit, pause and breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Then do one 5-minute action right now. Text a colleague. Can we prioritize together? Step into sunlight. Write your S.O.S. on a sticky note. It's not dramatic, it's decisive. We chase strong like a costume, but the real flex is this. I am a human being who gets tired and gets back up. Not alone, but supported. That's the motivational story and life lesson. I wish someone had handed me in that bathroom stall. If this spoke to you, tap like, subscribe for more stories that feel like a friend on your hardest days, and drop strong in the comments, so I know you're claiming your strength and weakness era. And tell me, what's one support you're asking for this week? Let's build a culture where honesty is the hustle and vulnerability is how we level up.